This is Al Vaughn. I am the editor of JKC's The Public Ledger newsletter, and I am thrilled to make my multimedia debut and bring you this tutorial of Smartsheet, which is our new tool that can help manage audit requests. So access to Smartsheet is going to be initiated by one of your audit team members, and it'll generate an invite in your email inbox. So when you receive the email, follow the instructions to set up your Smartsheet account, and it's pretty intuitive. Very simple. And when you log in, there are a couple different ways to navigate the audit request list. So this is the home screen here, also this little house. This is what appears on the home screen, and you can click on here or workspaces and example audit and click on this workspace item. And we are here in the request listing. You can also go through browse, and in the under workspace we have the example auditee, and you can click on the little star to indicate a favorite, which you can also navigate to your workspaces here under favorites after you favorite it, obviously. So we can click on this, and now we are in our audit workspace, and you can go ahead and click here, and we have the full screen view of our audit request listing. So let's get into the details. Now that we are here, Smartsheet functions much like a cloud-based spreadsheet where users can collaborate in real time, which is pretty great, time saving, and also automatically updates when everybody is interacting in this sheet, so everybody's on the same page. Just going over the columns real quick, this is our priority listing. So if you see a little red exclamation mark, know that this is a priority, high priority item. The number, it is used to identify the request. The description is the description of the request. Phase is when we need it, so prelim, and then we can scroll down. Final, we'll cross those off when we get to it. The deadline is here as well. Assigned to is lovely. You can assign this line item to anyone, as well as adding a new person. And when you add a new person, you can add their name and their email address, and this sends them an invite to the Smartsheet as well, so they can look in real time and participate. This column indicates that this is ready for JKC to review. And then this column indicates if it is a hard copy or not. So if you cannot attach it here, whatever this line item is, just indicate here. And then if this is non-applicable line items, maybe it doesn't apply to this year's audit, you can go ahead and check mark it here. And then client comments, this will be, for whatever, maybe something is gone awry with the line item, or maybe you just want to encourage us, like, wow, doing a great job. We would love to see some of that, but that doesn't score points, unfortunately, with some audits here. So this is really these blue items, and any blue field is where we want to see you interact. These are more for JKC responses. So, our comments here, we love you too. Or maybe it's been accepted by JKC. You'll see this and get an automatic email update, and everything will be striked out in grayed and italicized. Or something is up with the line item and it's returned by JKC, you will also get an automatic email update as well, indicating that something else needs to be done by the line item, and we'll explain it in the comments. So now that we've walked through the basics of the columns and how to interact with the Smartsheet, let's go ahead and talk about formatting. So when something's been accepted by JKC, it's going to be grayed out and struck through. Anything that is late is going to be in red. You can see here that I am on the ball for my audit. And you can indicate a deadline here, or we will rather indicate a deadline here, and anything that is upcoming is going to be illustrated in black. And another great thing about Smartsheet and why we're so excited about it is that you will get a summary email every day about what has been submitted, how many items have been submitted, how many items are past due or high priority, and you will get a heads up 3 days in advance so that you can plan with your team. And how you can collaborate with your team, you can add them like we've talked about here, or you can also share in the top right hand corner. If this is really reminiscent of Microsoft OneNote. If you've ever had a collaborative file in Microsoft OneNote, this will be pretty easy for you. So you can add people by email is the easiest way. So let's say I want Lexi here, and I'm inviting Lexi, and I'm giving her editor privileges. Also going to be explaining in here, or not, it's optional. Hey, this is the audit. You can notify her by email and CC yourself. Or if all of this is just too much work, you can copy the link and copy the link, send it through Teams or email, whatever you use. And this will be unique to your audit. So the person who you're sending this to will still have to sign up for Smartsheet so it's secure, but with your unique URL link, they can see exactly what's going on in the audit. Now that we've talked about formatting and also involving your team and how to share, let's talk about actually attaching the work papers to the line items. The moment we have all been waiting for. Ladies and gentlemen, rev your engines. In this first column, this blank column here, we have the paperclip, a comment, and then also information or row action indicators. So if something is locked or private, but then also in particular, the universal sign for attaching an item is going to be right here in the paperclip. And you can just simply drag and drop from your computer, as simple as that. You can then attach the file directly to row 13 and or directly to whatever row that you, row 16, whatever row you need. So definitely make sure that the file that you are attaching is with the correct line item. And something else that's really great about Smartsheets that is going to be a game changer in your next audit is going to be this little conversation bubble. So talking about this little pop-up here, it won't show up unless you hover over it. And you can have specific conversations about specific work papers. So if you have a question for one of your audit managers, or if it's an internal conversation, or even if we here at JKC want to talk to you about it or have a specific question to you, this conversation is going to be central and specific to your line item, just to keep everything organized and in the context of each work paper. So that's going to be great. And then of course you can get people's attention by having an @ symbol and clicking on the person's name and then writing the message. And when you send it, it will automatically pop up and have a notification in their email so they can see that there has been a conversation about a specific line item, and it'll take your team directly to this conversation. So I hope this has been incredibly helpful. We are so excited to have this resource, the central kind of hub for you and your audit team. So merry audit season.